be played. A lot can happen that's out of your control. Just got to keep a strong mindset, work hard, and just hope for the best.
But this is where the postseason picture will start to get in focus, because right now we're trying to figure out who's going to be who and who's playing where, who's the matchups, and you come in with those great graphics at the end. But this is where it's starting to get clarification.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Earlier this season, it was Chicago who came out on top in the last meeting against the Washington Wizards.
Well, listen, they owned the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Well, Greg, I think coming into the game, that's where they thought they had an advantage, and they did a great job exploiting.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Markieff Morris is out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
Gortat, great positioning on the putback. Chicago with the ball. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Here's Beal following the basket by John Wall. There's a screen by Gortat, and Wall kicks to Gortat. Joakim Noah grabs the miss.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Wall against Rose. Wall dishes to Porter. Can't get it to go, so the Bulls will take it the other way. And Gibson, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here's Gortat. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Gortat's got his second bucket of the game to go. There's the dish to Gibson. Back to Jordan. And Gibson kicks to Rose. Gortat with the defensive effort.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Porter with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Rose against Wall. The 8-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lanes. He added, you know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint. Makes sense, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
Offensive rebound, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Noah's shot is off.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Morris cannot hit.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline play.
And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Wizards making a switch here. Nene's checked in. Pass to Rose. 6 to shoot. The drive by Jordan from 11 feet away. Works a big high bounce and goes in. Jordan's got 12 points in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Beal can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And it's Butler with the jam.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Butler. 14 points for Jordan.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
It's tipped. And the pass to Wall. Here's the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3 or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Jordan against Beal. Jordan kicks it to Noah. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight. Wizards trail by 8. And Wall. Here we go now. That's good. Wall's got 9.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Stolen by Nene. Beal's shot is good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
It's Porter outside. The rebound by Gibson.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Nene with the screen on Rose. It's Wall with the drive. Beal gets a wide-open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And that one's good by Porter.
Assist goes to Marquise.
Chicago leading by 8. Jordan kicks it to Noah. Over in the corner, Rose. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Noah, the pass to Rose. No good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Nene with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
We've seen the Monster really having a great game.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
So for the Wizards, their last game, a win against New Orleans.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for him. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game, but when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
5 on the clock. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Morris has got his first points in this one.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Here's Gibson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Morris. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there.
And it really started to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far. Stretching the lead into double digits already.
All with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against New Orleans.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And the basket by Rose.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Wall against Rose. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Jordan kicks to Rose. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for Morris.
Free throw good for Morris.
At the
And Morris drops them both. .50 seconds left in the first quarter. And Gibson, here we go. Passes it to Noah. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Left side Rose. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. 6 points for Derrick Rose.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Butler dishes to Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. They get it back, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And the shot is good.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Outside Rose. And he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Bulls out front, up by 16. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form, my follow through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Every dime is a play. Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash-talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition, too.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Boy, have they come out strong. Just some tremendous offense.
Guys fully in control and stroking it well.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. Sessions out there with Thornton. And it's Dudley in at the 3, the small forward. Wizards trail by 16. And a wide open look for Thornton. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The Wizards making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Rose. Stops. Pops. He squares up and sinks it. Rose has got 11 points.
And really pushing the tempo. Fast break buckets, a big factor for them offensively.
And you know what, guys? Despite their pace of play, they seem to be the fresher team, running the defense ragged.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times, last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Nene setting the pick for Sessions. Dishes it to Nene. And Dudley kicks to Thornton. And again, Washington no good. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Nene with the screen on Rose. Sessions now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
That shot was made possible by the work of Nene setting the screen.
Rose goes in, and it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And the basket by Thornton.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Chicago leading by 23. Jordan the pass to Noah. Jordan against Thornton. Butler dishes to Jordan. And Gibson kicks to Butler. Clock at 6. It's Jordan on the wing. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. That drops. And that's 11 points for Joakim Noah.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd like to see from their offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Rose goes in. The kick outside to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
To the middle. From the baseline. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gibson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the dunk by Jordan.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Chicago. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Noah. It's rebounded by Thornton.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And let's take a look now at Markieff Morris's number. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. And it's Marcus Thornton with the foul. That's his first foul. Washington on D. It's Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Thornton, and it's blocked, and they're able to recover. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Stolen by Nene. The Wizards have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And the basket good.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
The drive by Jordan. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Making 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And that one's good. Jordan's got 30 points.